Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Going to the running game. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, limiting his carries.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give out of the gun. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. First down for this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback checking off. Motion from the offense. Running behind that left side. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Clemson jumps to the line. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Handoff from the gun. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just led him a little too far across. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Love the effort. Tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that that screen passes. It just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
To the wideout, taking down after 49. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score for Arkansas, 7, Clemson, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. On the move. Past the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
Now on second down. On the ground, it's Willihan. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He'll throw on third down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Nice move to keep moving. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clemson jumps to the line. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Willihan. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready? Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. This was step one in getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Dawg send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are... able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Finds a man by himself. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Clemson is quick to the line.
First down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires to the right. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And listen, QB's got to find ways to push the ball down the field and make sure defenses don't just sit in zones and stay shallow. Nice job by the QB. Push it down the field. Make some big plays.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Game 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is going up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he made the extra point without problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. He's going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. He's back to throw on 2nd down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quick pass on the fly motion. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And it's no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often.
And they got him for the sack. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That one comes out hot down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking deep. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Tiger. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
58, Clemson, 28.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very...
He's got it on the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Clemson jumps to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Tackled immediately after the catch. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. Running toward the tape. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score for Arkansas, 58. Clemson, 28.
Get some points on the board. Ready up.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
34.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And stampeding through the defense. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. On the move, it's Willihan. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense. Completions here, because now trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably... It wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Power football with the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field down low. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
This is a designed run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns.
And the ball's free deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumbled. And if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
For a first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
29 Philly.
Give to the fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Fullback's got it. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this offense has got it all right. It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the extra point splits the upright. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football.